Hello everyone, I hope this video finds you well and you're having a good week thus far. It's Weights Wednesday. We're going to add several new movements to our repertoire today. Power, rotation, we'll need kettlebells and dumbbells. Let's start with our warm-up series. Eyes, Ys, and Ts, arms extended, thumbs guiding us. I, we go a little bit wider, Y, T, rotate externally for my W. I, Y, T, W. A couple more. Retract, 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 rotate. I, Y, T, W. I'll go a little lower into my torso. Working on my turn. Shoulders very loose. Arms very loose. Let your hands freely tap your hips. For about 10 to 15 seconds here. I'll go a little lower into my hips now on my frog squat. Frog squat. Feet wider than hip width, toes out slightly. I bend. I'm going to sink my hips down as far as I can. Come onto my toes, on my toes. I'm going to do 3 pulses here at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Push your heels down, push your hips up through the great pull in your posterior chain. Repeat. 1, 2, 3. Heels down, hips up. Onto the toes. 1, 2, 3. Heels down, hips up. One more time. Heels down, hips up. And then we'll work on some single leg swing, pendulum swing. Eye spot on the floor. You can hold on to something, a lamppost, couch, tabletop, if that's nearby. Fire up my hips some more. About 8 to 10 here. Before I switch and do the other side. And then always a second time through, because I'm warmer, I'm more elastic on that second set. Torso rotation. Finding an intention for today. That would be pushing and pulling and some rotation. That's our intention. Frog squats. Feet wide, toes out, bend. Hands on the floor, hips down, sink on the tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, heels down. Hips up, arms long. 1, 2, 3, heels down. Do 2 more. All across my hips and my knees, my glutes and my hamstrings. And let's kick it out one more time. Alright, so the movement patterns today are not that difficult to learn. I'd say on a 1 to 10 scale, they're about a 4 or 5 of the complexity level. Number 1 here is called your press jack. You can do this with a single kettlebell, a single dumbbell, or even two dumbbells. I'll find my weight. I'm going to hold it with a comfortable grip. That could be goblet or crush. It's a jumping jack with the kettlebell. My feet start together. My wrists, my arms are tucked in. Jump push. And I'm finding rhythm here as I jump and push from the side. I jump my feet out, I push, I pull my feet back in, pull the bell back down. You want to stay on the balls of your feet. There's very quick rebound, breathing as you push. That is my press jack. Very ballistic, very metabolic, working a lot of muscle at one time. Compound movements, that's what we love. Next move here on the floor is called your windshield wiper. With the windshield wiper, you're going to need a sizable weight to keep your shoulders pushed down against the floor. So for a point of reference, I'm about 220 pounds. I have two 35-pound kettlebells here, and they work good for me. I'm on the floor, and I'm going to mount these bells. So with kettlebells, I roll to one side, right hand grabs, left hand cups, pull in, roll to the other side, left hand grabs, pull in. I will do one double floor press. I'm going to hold my arms at extension, my wrists over my shoulders. I'm going to press my legs in the air. I'm going to tuck in my abdomen, squeeze my abdomen hard as I rotate my legs to one side, pull back in and to the other side. Notice how the bells stay tracking straight up to the ceiling or the sky at all times. My legs come close, my feet come close to the ground, but they are not touching, so I stay under tension the whole time. I'll rotate to the side because I want you to see how close my legs stay. So my legs don't stay out here. My legs are trying to stay in this plane. I'm trying to maintain that as best I can. As I reach toward one side, pull back in, and then reach toward the other side. Keep those legs in, out, in. When it's over, I find center, feet come down, bells come down. If you want, if your legs extended is too challenging, then you could bend your knees, and that is less challenging. So that is your modification. Keeping the knees in now, the knees in. When it's done, you roll to one side, then the other. A lighter individual won't need two kettlebells. You could probably get away with holding one kettlebell. You have to find what keeps your shoulders pushed down against the ground while you rotate your trunk side to side. A lot of work for my torso. That's my windshield wiper. And then I go into what's called my ballistic hand-to-hand row. One bell. You can use a dumbbell as well. I'm bent. The key here is to make the transfer. I'm going hand to hand. The transfer at my chest. So I am still rowing. There is a row occurring. But instead of switching here at the floor, I'm switching at my chest. There's going to be a brief moment where the bell is weightless, where there's no contact with you and the bell, and that's where you're passing it. The other hand comes in and grabs it from the side. I forward fold slightly. My back is nice and neutral. Imagine a string pulling that elbow up and back. Let it go. Pass. Pass. Hand-eye coordination. The transfer happens high and tight to your chest. Hand-to-hand ballistic row. Those are 3 movement patterns. Let's go through a couple sets here. So let's start with the press jack. You can also do the press jack with dumbbells. I have 2 dumbbells here. I'd hold them by my sides, right? Elbows bent, feet together. I'll do 10 press jacks. Control them down to the floor. I'm setting up now for my version of the windshield wiper. I'll show you from the side. I'm mounting my 2 kettlebells. I roll to the first one. Before I roll to the second, legs in the air. They could also be bent. Harder with your levers, longer. Extend the bells Keep your wrists over your shoulders, tuck in, push your back down against the floor, rotate. Keep those feet pulled in as best you can. Feet approach the floor. They aren't quite touching though. I'll go a couple more. Great rotation here from the torso. Bells track straight up as best you can. When it's over, find the center. Bring the feet down. Bells come down. Roll to one side. And then the other. Pop up. And my ballistic row, hand to hip. I'm bent, eyes down, chin down. Switching at the top. Draw the elbow back to the rib cage. Rise on the bell, of course. And there's my hand-to-hand ballistic row. Let's go through one more time. So this time I'll do my kettlebell for my press jack. Goblet or crush grip. I'll hold with the goblet here. I'll stay with my 10. Feet together, go. Control it down. Coming onto my windshield wipers. I'll go head on this time. Mount safely, roll to one bell, pulling in, roll to the other bell, pull in. You can of course use dumbbells here. Press, legs up, tuck in, side to side. Important to keep your abdomen actively engaged. So I am actively tucking in as I take my hips over and across. I'll go back and forth one more time. Legs long. Feet approach, don't quite touch. Find the middle. Legs down, bells down. Roll to one side. Control the other side. Popping up. Ballistic row, hand to hand. On the side here. Bent. Transfer happens high and tight. Drive the elbow back. Bell is weightless. Let it go. Locate it. Repeat. Hand to hand ballistic row. So again, complexity level, not the hardest, but intensity level, rather high. A lot of power, a lot of rotation, a lot of stability there, especially on that windshield wiper. Let's take a moment or two here to go over a little bit of a cool down portion. So for my upper half, I'll interlock the elbows, forward fold, open up slowly. When I get back down to knee level, I'll rotate and go the other direction. So get one more each side here. Let's work on a little bit of figure four for our hips. I'll take my right knee, right ankle on my left hip. I'll sink straight down for the nice pull of my right hip, right glute, extend, alternate. Dynamic stretching here. Let the heart rate come down slowly. So, always points to take away. We did 2 sets of everything. Feel free to do a couple more if you'd like. If you want to add a couple more repetitions for each movement, feel free. Remember, if you don't get it at first, keep sticking to it. Perfect practice makes perfect. They're newer movements. Don't expect to be great at them the first time. You'll get better as you do them more. Everybody have a good rest of your day. I hope to see you a little later in the week.